So you want to start reselling at the beginning of the new year. Here's what you have to do right now. And this could be, you want to start reselling anytime, but let's start it now for the new year since we're going into a new year soon. And I had a couple of questions about starting your reselling business. First, let me say, this is December Daily Thrift Miss number 21. I am Marion from Attire and Beyond, and I am a reseller on Poshmark, and I dabble on a couple of other sites, and I started sending into the Real lately. So let's just get started on what you can do. So if you've never resold, or if you've never been a reseller before, I'd say your first step, if you don't want to spend any money whatsoever, is go to your closet. Like, go to your closet right now and pause this. No, go to your closet and see what you want to sell. There are a couple of reasons for that. Number one, you know your clothes the best. You can talk about them. You can put in the description what you know about them, and at least you'll feel comfortable doing that. You know how they fit. You know how they don't fit. And so maybe you're getting rid of something because someone gave it to you and it was too small, so you can put that in the description. Maybe it's a size 8, but it really should be a size 6 or a 7. So that's the first thing to do. Go get something or a few things from your house or your closet. Now, you may want to start reselling clothing. You may want to start reselling things around the house. So go get something. Here's an example, okay? These cute little Ugg boots that I'm going to be listing. Let's make believe I just got them out of my closet, right? So I'm going to look at them, see what condition they're in. They're in really good condition. And now I'm going to take pictures of them. And I'm going to do one or two things. I'm either going to take the pictures of them anywhere, or I'm going to take it on a white background. Now, this is just me. They say, who says, many people, that it picks up better in your Google search, and Poshmark prefers it, will show it more. I don't know how true any of that is, but I'm just telling you how I learned and what most people do. You don't have to do what most people do. You can put something in the background with it to make it yours, your specific brand. And that would be great, but make sure it's just not cluttering. And you know that these are what is for sale. These boots are for sale. So how I would take the pictures is I would take one from the front, one from the side, one from the back, one from the other side. I would definitely do a close-up bottom. And then if I can see the inside, I would do an inside. I like showing the Ugg. I would get close up if there were any flaws on it. Let me see if this one has any flaws. So there's one little flaw on this. So I would make sure I include that in the listing. And it's really nothing. I mean, for kids' boots. It's nothing even for regular boots. And I would just now describe it. So these are a dark tan or a light brown or camel. You can put in all of things with a little bit of Sherpa on the inside. They are either new without tags or maybe used once, and I would put that maybe possibly used once or maybe new without tags. I'm going to say they were used once or twice, but if they're in your closet, you know. So you tell them how many times these were used, if they were used, if they were too small, if they were too big, etc. But if you were purchasing them from a store, then you'd have to put in that other stuff. So please excuse me for putting that in this video. So now you took the pictures. You either took them against a white background or you're using a background remover. And I'll talk more about that in other videos. So if you're using a background remover, a lot of people on YouTube videos, when I say they and a lot of people, I'm talking about other people that I watch on YouTube, just so you know. So we'll say that they will either take out the background or they will keep it in. Some people will do it against the black background. It's all up to you, but they do say white is better. So now you've done all that. You've taken out the background, or you looked and the pictures were nice and sharp and something that if you saw, you'd want to buy, right? Make sure it's I want to say sweet to the palate, but make sure that when they see it, they're like, oh, these are really cute, or oh, these are really nice. So you take the pictures, then you're putting it in. You can put it in drafts to start, and just put in all your little keywords that go with that, because they are going to ask you for tags, etc. Now, Uggs, of course, is a big seller, but come up with some other little keywords for this. Now, for kids, I'm not quite sure what I would put in for that, but I would put in Sherpa. I would put in, I picked a bad choice here, but I would put in warm. I would put in comfy for something like that. But keywords for other things can be cores, like Gorp core, or other things when you're doing, I guess you can do it with kids things too, but I don't sell a lot of kids things, so that was a bad thing for me to pick up. But if I was to sell this, right? So this is an old-fashioned Santa, but it's this ball. But I would put in Christmas, holiday, decoration, ornament, vintage. Even if I, just took it out of my cabinet or whatever. If I was to take this little guy, okay, don't hate me after this. Let me push him, because he's cute.
That's all you're getting this Christmas.
I would be sure to put in farting Santa, fart, fun things for kids. Holiday, blah, blah, blah. So make sure you put the right words in your descriptions, in your keywords, in your title, and in the tags. That is really, really important for people who are looking. Someone may not just be looking for Santa. Someone may be looking for farting Santa. Someone may not just be looking for a Christmas ornament. They might be looking for a vintage Christmas wooden ball. So make sure you describe it properly. Anything you'd be looking for if you were searching for this item, put in there. Mostly in the description, but put the really good words in the title. This is how you'll come up when people are searching for something. So you've taken the pictures. Please make sure they're sharp and clear. Either do them with daylight from outside. Sometimes I'll use out this window. Other times I use a light. I do have a light that I'm using even right now, and I'm going to do a whole nother show about all the tools that I use. I've been asked a couple of different things, but I don't just know off the top of my head. I used to use ring lights. I still do once in a while, but now I use those other lights that I have to look up in order to tell you what they are. So now I have these in drafts, or if I know that they're good, I just send them right, I just put them right on to Poshmark. And I am a reseller mostly on Poshmark, so that's where I start. I start on Poshmark. If I want to put them anywhere else, I will cross-list them. But Poshmark is my best selling platform. Now, I haven't tried eBay, so I can't say it's my best selling platform compared to, except I'm going to say compared to Mercari, 100%. I mean, Mercari, I hardly get any sales on, no matter what I do, no matter how many promotions I send out. They don't have a system like Poshmark, so Poshmark is much better for me. And eBay, I cannot say. Depop, I don't have the right items to sell on there yet, but I will, and then I can tell you how I do on there. But you have to pick what's best for you. It depends on what you have. What do you have in your closet? Are you, and I'm going to say this, younger, and do you have maybe Abercrombie and Fitch? Do you have Anthropologie? Do you have Free People? Do you have Patagonia? Do you have all these great trends that are out right now? Do you have different trends that you see? If you have that, that's even better. What I would do when putting in my description is just go into other people's listings. So go into somebody else's listings that has kids' Uggs. See what they have. See if they have words that you think will be better or good. Go into the sold listings. That will definitely show you. And so now if you're an older reseller like I am, I do sell everything, a little bit of everything, but I don't have enough of the trendy things right now because when I started, I didn't do it right. So when I started the reselling aspect of it, not just reselling my own clothes, but when I started the thrifting aspect of it, I just didn't know what to do. We'll have another video where I talk more about that, but you really should look for things that are in trend. Look through magazines. Go on Depop. Depop will show you what's in trend. You can still put those things on Poshmark and any other platform, but you want to know what is selling. What is selling mostly to the younger kids right now, because, and I know if you're watching this and you're younger, you don't think you're a younger kid, but what I mean is the young adults right now. How about that? And up. But for me, when I first started, I look over there because I have my rack over there, so I'm looking to see. And I do have Patagonia, and I have, I think it's UMGEE, and I do have some Anthropology. I do have some, what else do I have over there today? Not too many younger kids things because I was doing a show for 40 and over, 50 and over. So, but I do have a lot of different things. And I don't only buy things that are in trend, because sometimes as we get older or heavier or whatever, we wear different things and our bodies change. And so I do also have things that fit people 50 and up. And I also have a lot of plus sizes, but I also have a lot of itsy bitsy things. And I do have a little bit of everything. So I'd say once you start thrifting, you do want to have a little bit of everything. But if you're only going for a niche for one thing like trends, then hey, just go for trends. I am niching down a little bit more because I started with clothing and now I'm finding that I like home goods. Can I say home goods, decor, vintage? I'm really starting to like some different things because they're selling much better. You'll see when I show you my week's sales since the 12th. Actually, it'll be more than a week's sales because I did very well last week compared to usual in my, oh, I forget what it's called. Well, in the prices, I think it's, no, I'm not going to say it if it's not right. Anyway, in the amount of money that I made on each item compared to what I sold it, I did very well compared to clothing and other things that I sell that perhaps I just bought and didn't know if they were going to sell because I didn't look up comps. Now I'm learning more. The more you learn, the better you'll get. I'm totally self-taught on this. I think all resellers are through YouTube. So enjoy it. Research. That could be my number one thing on anything. Research. Watch YouTube videos. Look through magazines if you're doing fashion. Even if not, you can still see what's in trend in other magazines. And just do your research, whether it's in other people's listings, sold listings, or whether it's on YouTube or from podcasts. And you will slowly learn. And all of a sudden, you're going to be like, whoa, I know so much more than I ever knew. And it's going to be so much fun if it's something that you love doing. I love it. So it's fun for me, as you see. Hold on. Wait.
That's all you're getting this Christmas.
Oh, he said the same thing.
Was bad.
Okay, enough of that. Anyway, I also want to say, make sure, did this go sideways? What happened here? Oh, Santa broke. Woo. Make sure, let's put this here so at least he's in the middle. When you are shipping things out, after you get your order, your first order, how come this broke? Make sure you package it nicely, especially if it's home goods. I made a mistake a couple of times. I'm selling these really nice angels, and they have wings. And even though I wrapped them, the wings, separately, and I wrapped them really well, I thought, one of the people got it and it was broken. And you don't want that to happen. They're waiting for their items, and it just sucks when it comes broken. So make sure you wrap them very well. Make sure you box them, and if they're breakable, wrap and box. What I do is I order those USPS padded envelopes. Do I have one here? USPS padded envelopes, and I put them in there first, but I also bubble wrap around them. And if you can't afford to get bubble wrap, just order those free envelopes, and I use that. I even use that on top of some boxes that just need a thin layer of something so that they don't move. So yes, if you don't know that, you can still get free USPS boxes and mailers. So do it. Get on right now if you're starting anew, so that you have them in January. Or if you're just starting, and get them, just get them. Save all the boxes you have from anything that you get. Save all of the peanuts, as they call them, or the bubble wrap, or they have those bubble pillows. Whatever you get, save. I use all of those over and over again. And it's a great thing because it's all of the recycling. You know, we're recycling clothing, home goods, and now we're recycling packaging too. So it's all good for sustainability. And I didn't start with that in mind, believe it or not, but now I do. I do have that in mind. And it makes me happy that these clothes are getting a new life, or these items are getting a new life for a second or third time. And it makes me happy. Hopefully it will make you happy too. Try it. What have you got to lose if that's what you want to do? And try it with all your own things so you don't lose any money. You only gain. And you'll slowly learn all the different things about shipping and everything. If you have any questions, please put it in the comments below. Let me think if I left anything out. When you are mailing, you can either go on UPS and let them know you have packages and the mail carrier will pick them up, or you can bring them to the post office. Where I am in New York here, I bring them to the post office most of the time and get a receipt. There have been times that I haven't, and my particular mail carrier has been away, and another mail carrier picked up the mail, and they never made it to the places. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they forgot to scan it. I did go to the USPS post office and see they didn't have it there. So I don't know what happened, but sometimes it's better to get a receipt, because when I don't have that to prove anything, and I have needed it before, and don't you know, it's when I didn't have the receipts that happened. So do your best to go to the post office if you can. I know people from different states say that they can go into their post office even when it's closed and put their packages in a drop box. I don't have that, but if you do, that's great too. You know it's in the post office. And who knows, if you're doing your reselling on another platform, let's say Mercari, they also have UPS. I don't know if they have Federal Express, but they might. So just get familiar with all of those things and you're good to go. On Poshmark, shipping is good up to £5. So it's the easiest when it comes to shipping. Make sure if you know something is or think something's more than 5 pounds, you weigh it, because you have to get an upgraded label on Poshmark. The other platforms will do it by pounds, and you'll eventually learn how to do that, but it takes time. Or make sure you get a scale. And if there are any other questions, or if you have comments to leave, please leave them. If I left anything out, I'm trying to think. So you're going to get your clothing, you're going to take pictures of your clothing. If it's wrinkled or anything, steam it or iron it or leave it in the bathroom when you're taking a shower. Do something. I steam things, especially things that I buy that are brand new. I steam those to get rid of as much of the germs or whatever it is out. If I buy them, I wash them. If they're mine, I wash them. And then you dry them, and then they don't have wrinkles. But there are some things that you can't do that too. But make sure that they're picture ready. Think about looking in a magazine and seeing a picture. Now, all of my things aren't like that, because some of them are from the beginning, and I did not retake pictures yet. Make sure they're bright, like I said, with light. But I am slowly redoing all of my pictures from the beginning also. So that's all I'm giving you for today. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe and hit that bell so you can know whenever I'm doing content like this. And if there's anything you're like, oh, how do I do this? Let me know, and I will do a video about it, as long as I know. And if not, I will research it, because I love doing things like that. And if you're watching this now in December, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, whatever other holidays there are out there, happy, happy, happy. And
That's all you're getting this Christmas.
I don't know. This is me. And I have to show who I am in my videos. Yeah, I'm a little nuts. But love you. Thank you. I will now stand in my Santa shirt. Let me see you as much as you could see me. Have a happy, and I will see you soon. I am Marigold on Poshmark if you want to check out my closet. And if not, that's fine too.